BreitlingSource.com here, and today we're looking at a Ebel Discovery in 18 karat gold and stainless steel. This model has the champagne dial with the solid 18 karat bezel. As you can see, it's a pretty big chunky bezel. There's a lot of gold there. It's pretty heavy for a watch this size. It's a smaller watch, smaller than I'm used to. I've always kind of liked the Ebel 1911 styling. Like the styling that's used in the Discoveries and the Voyager models, and this one is 38 millimeter model. Bracelet's two-tone as well, with solid 18 karat interlinks here. It's even marked on the strap here as such. 18 karat interlinks. Marked on the back here, 18 karat gold bezel. Crown is, I believe, gold plated, and the screws are probably gold plated as well. Give you a shot on the wrist here. The strap's the clasp is kind of neat on this one. It has a safety, and I've noticed that not all of them have it. And this clips over, and then this goes over here to lock it. It's kind of annoying when you're taking it off because it's kind of like you flip this and then you gotta kind of flip this, but you don't want it to catch that, so you're kind of like fiddling around. But it makes it safer, and because it's 38 millimeter, it does look small on the wrist. Quite a bit smaller than what I'm used to. Thin, but not a bad looking watch. Pretty dressy. Thinking I can wear it with a suit or something like that. Or who knows, maybe I won't keep it. But for now I will. See if I have any use for it. I am finding it difficult to stick most of the watches I have under my cuffs of dress shirts and things like that, so this probably fills the gap. Movement on this one is automatic, and believe it or not, the retail price on this watch is just under $5,000. It's $49.90. That's probably why Ebel has such a large supply of new old stock watches from the early 2000s, and they're all available for like a quarter of retail, around $1,000 to $1,500, because there just isn't a lot of demand for the smaller watches that they produce. But why I kind of like the 1911 styling is because the newer BTRs and stuff like that from the last few years are really big, and they're at like 43, 44, 45 millimeters, and they're just massive, and they're pretty sweet because Ebel also has its own in-house calibers now, which are pretty cool, and those watches all price pretty high, possibly a little too high for most people that would be interested in them. Close to 8 or 9, even 10, I believe, at 10,000 suggested retail. But Ebel has always priced themselves a little bit higher than most of the entry-level luxury brands, like Omega and Breitling. Not sure if they're going to be successful in that price range, but you never know. So something neat about this movement, it has a 24-hour chapter ring there, and if you can see it, the numbers on the black chapter ring there, and when you adjust the time on this watch, the chapter ring moves with it. See? So what happens is, when you need to, for example, I'm on West Coast time, Los Angeles time, so I have my Los Angeles at the top here at 12 o'clock, and that number there, which is 22, is aligning with Los Angeles, saying that it's 10 o'clock. And then you look at the 10, and then you look at there, so it means it's, 10, 12 past 10, which is the same dial on here. And if you want to find out, because that's matched up now, you can look over to, say, Dubai. And in Dubai, it's 10 in the morning. So I guess Dubai is 12 hours ahead of us. But yeah, kind of neat. It's kind of a handy 12-hour dial. I guess that's why they call this model the Voyager. But, you know, pretty neat watch. One thing I really don't like about Ebel's is that almost every single model of Ebel uses some sort of funky proprietary strap attachment system like this with screws on the bottom as opposed to pins holding it into the lugs, which makes like buying straps for it really difficult and really expensive. You have to buy an Ebel branded strap, and it costs quite a bit more than just buying any old strap to throw on, and it also limits your choices. But and it's not just this line of Ebel watches. It's nearly every single Ebel watch that I've seen uses some sort of special attachment system. So, well, I hope you enjoy the review. It's an Ebel Voyager in 18 karat and stainless.